Wake up. Massive hangover. Look at the clock. 4:43 p.m. Must be Thursday. Need ibuprofen. Oh, I've had days like that. Alright, well, there's only one option, so we're just gonna go through this. Walk to bathroom. Set mental reminder to clean the blood off the floor. Oh, okay, I have not had mornings like this. Look at myself in the mirror. I'm getting old. Open mirror. Take the pills. Hang my head in the sink and drink. The water tastes sweet on my cracked lips. Skull is throbbing. Nausea. The mosquito is very Yes, it is. Walk to bedroom. Bugs 1, bell death 0.
I love it so much, Ryan.
Should do laundry. These clothes will do. Spot the vodka bottle on the floor. Drink vodka. Tastes cheap. Questioning my motives. Alright, so I'll get dressed. Black v-neck and skinny jeans. Misanthrope default. Check myself in mirror. This floor model would still sell above Kelly Blue Book. Alright, walk to living room. Oh, okay, now we got options. Sunlight peeks around curtains. A note on the kitchen counter. Call Danny. Alright, well, we might as well call Danny, so I'm gonna search the living room for a phone. No dice. Oh boy. Well, our day's off to a stellar start now, isn't it? Alright, walk to bedroom. Need to clean. Search bedroom for phone. How did it end up under the bed? Pour out the vodka before I get any ideas. Alright, let's call Danny. The phone rings. Hello? Danny's croaking voice. What's up? It's all good, man. Hey, listen. You still trying to get rid of that cotton? Danny asks. Vince is having a hard morning. Yeah. How much? 50. Alright. When can you drop by? Sorry, I don't have a car right now. Baby girl at work. Shit, how many do you want? 4. Okay, yeah, I'll come over. Hang up. Filth. 2 hundos, 2 hundo. Guess I'll go. Get drugs. Keep a stash in a boot in my closet. Get 4 pills, running low. Alright, nothing else to do but leave the apartment. Eyes burn in the Florida sunlight. Indistinct figures move across their lawns. About to get in my car when someone steps in front of me. You sad sack of shit. Melvin Wright, douchebag of the neighborhood. What do you want, Melvin? I keep seeing all sorts of weird degenerate types hanging around your place at night, passed out in the parking lot, fucking by the dumpsters. There are kids in this neighborhood. Fucking kids! Yeah, I have friends, so what? So I'm gonna call the cops on your ass if this keeps happening. It's not fucking safe around here anymore, and I'm pretty sure the cops could find something worth reporting in your apartment. Will you please shut up? I need to get a Mother's Day card from Publix. He spits on the hot concrete in front of me. I don't give a fuck whether you live or die, he says, then walks back to his apartment, mail in hand. Alright, time to go to Publix. I actually went to Publix earlier today. Get in car. Turn key. Tank is empty, won't turn over. Get out of car. Alright.
So the game's finally opening up. That was sort of the intro. Now you'll have an opportunity to actually kind of explore this area.
Indeed. So, Nah, it's too early to leave my fate in the chat's hands just yet. So, I'm gonna go to my apartment. Home sweet home. Alright, and we are just gonna case this place top to bottom, but first, let's see if The Price is Right is on. Sit down on the couch and turn the TV on. One of those cheesy 80s horror movies. If I didn't have anything to do, I could watch this shit all day. Alright, let's see if there's anything on the bookshelf. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas by Hunter S. Thompson. God is Not Great by Christopher Hitchens. Peterson Field Guide to Birds of Florida by Roger Torrey Peterson. I mean, I could do a Hunter Thompson voice, but I'm just gonna try and show some restraint.
Get out of my way,
Let's
you
see what's
bastards.
On the table. Look at the table. My laptop. Cold. Jasmine green tea and a porcelain... Okay, never mind. My laptop.
You're actually really good at that.
I've always considered writing to be the most hateful kind of work. I suspect it's a bit like fucking, which is only fun for amateurs.
Oh my
laptop. Cold jasmine green tea in a porcelain teacup. Wait, I read that already. Shit. Anyway, walk to kitchen. Vaguely hungry. A kitchen knife sits on the counter. I swear to God, if a bell rings when I take this goddamn thing, I'm quitting the stream.
Oh my God, that would be great.
Knife. Might be useful. Okay, good. I'm so sick of bells from last time.
Oh my God.
Alright, let's check the refrigerator. Half a Publix sub and an empty water jug. Hey, that sounds suspiciously like my refrigerator. I don't like being called out like that, Alex.
It's a very Floridian game.
Yeah. No bells this time around. Yeah. Alright, let's take the refrigerator contents. The sub's pretty good even though the bread's soggy. Have an idea what to fill the jug with. Walk to living room. Alright. I don't think there's anything on the table that we could get. We got the laptop. Let's look at the laptop. Close out Close out Pornhub tabs. Check notifications. Mostly people liking my new profile picture. Again, I don't like being called out like this. Alright, let's see if there's anything in the bedroom. The fuck station. Sorry, that caught me off guard. The fuck station. Alright, and I think that's it for here. So the only thing we got really was the knife. So let's head out. And I guess we can just walk to Wright's. He's got one of those sprinkler attachments hooked up to his garden hose. Flowers still look dehydrated. He actually has a lawn flamingo. Probably the last Floridian to own one. Does he have a wife? How could anyone live with him? Well, let's look at his Beamer. Shitty old wannabe rich bitch car. Key BMW. Oh wait, never mind. Alright, let's look at Wright's apartment. And let's... Ah, I didn't see that there.
Yes.
Alright, let's cut the garden hose with a kitchen knife. Cut a couple feet. Water pouring out of remaining hose into the grass. Use garden hose and jug with BMW. Why not? Pop his gas lid open, slide the garden hose into the gas tank, wrap my lips around and suck. Caustic fluid enters my mouth and coughing, I put the hose into the jug and siphon that motherfucker's gas. Yeah, that guy was a dick. I'm gonna piss in his gas tank.
The first real choice of the game.
Have a great drive to work in the morning, fucko. Alright, and we're gonna take his gas and put it in our car now. Good to go. Let's get us a new sub to replace the old one we just ate. Feel the eyes of strangers on me as I enter the grocery store. Walk the card aisle, pick up the first card in the first row, contemplate snacks for later, pay and leave. This is very, minimalist compared to She Cried Against Strangling Hands.
Definitely tried to shoot for a completely different style with this one.
Yeah, I can see that. But I mean, it makes sense because I'm guessing this guy's, horrendously hungover.
Right.
So, of course, he'd only have, maybe a fourth of a brain cell firing, so this is how his thoughts would probably go. So
yeah,
it works.
Yeah, it's definitely more stream of consciousness, and because the last game had virtually no characters until the very end, this one is much more character-driven.
Alright, let's head to Danny's. Pull up to Danny's place. Call him as I walk up. Here. Alright. He opens the door. Place looks like shit. Show him the pills. 200. I thought they were $40 each. Oh wait, never mind, I got my thing. 200. I thought they were $40 each. Give him the look. Whatever, I got it. Why are you always so hostile? I'm not. He disappears and then returns with the cash with a broken up and He disappears and then returns with the cash broken up in random denominations. Thanks, he says. Yeah. Is there really a choice though? There's only one right answer. Leave the shithole and drive home. Open my door. Exhausted. Screaming headache. Otherwise productive day. Walk to bedroom. Lay down. Try to sleep. Phone ringing. Look at the clock. 11:29 p.m. Look at phone. Tanya Morris. Hey, babe. Hey, what's going on? Just woke up. What do you mean, what's going on? thought we were going out tonight. Shit. Oh, fuck, it's already... Oh, shit, babe, I'm so sorry. It's okay. You just waking up now? Yeah, babe, I think I got the flu or something. Oh, I was thinking about getting laid, but if you're not feeling well, that's fine. Imagine her lavender hair bobbing up and down in my lap. No, yeah, I'm definitely feeling better after all that sleep. You want to come over? I got work in the morning, so if you wouldn't mind. Okay, babe. Yeah, I'll be over soon. Love you. Love you too. I don't love her. Drive to Tanya's place. Low on gas again. Stop at a gas station. Pick up cigarettes. Drive to Tanya's. Fuck hard. Leave. Smoke a cig with the windows down on the drive home. Breathing in the night air. Back in my apartment. Restlessness. The alcohol itch is upon me. Checkpoints! Oh, and that reminds me.
Yeah, so go ahead and get some saves in, just so that we don't have any issues.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Cool.
Alright, I am just gonna put it right here.
So yeah, this game has checkpoints as compared to She Cried, which is kind of nice because it would be brutal if you had to start the game over. There's a lot more exposition and dialogue and stuff to get through.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just gonna make sure I can just get to it fast. Alright, walk out the neighborhood. County Line Road, edge of civilization. On the north side of the road is unfettered scrubland. Hot, humid, and dark. Okay, now I'll leave it in chat's hands. Where do you want to go? To the marina, to the 7-Eleven, or back home?
Alright guys, what do you guys think? We'll see what the chat has to say.
Indeed. Alright, we got one vote for going back home. One vote for 7-Eleven.
2 for 7-Eleven.
2 for 7-Eleven, alright.
Boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes. Alright.
Alright.
Unless somebody else chimes in the next 15 seconds, I'm going with 7-Eleven.
Yeah, looks like you're good to go.
Yep, here we go.
Nikki says to rage quit while you're ahead.
Yellow. Nikki says to rage quit while you're ahead. Yellow lights pour out the windows of the rundown building. Step inside. Hey, Mike, I say. Beady eyes stare back at me from behind the register. Hello. His voice nasal and awkward. Assess beer collection. Grab a 6 of fat tire. Walk to register. That's it? Mike asked me. Yeah, that's it. That'll be $1,233. Hand him $13 and walk out. Commotion in the trees behind the building. Flashlight app on. Hello? A hoarse voice. Yeah? Who's that? Who are you? A vagabond emerges from the depths, his face scarred and smudged with dirt. I know you, he says. You don't know me. He squints as he draws nearer. Vince Rain! How do you know my name? You're not from around here, are you, kid? What are you talking about? Laughing, he retreats into the shadows. He wanted me to tell you that he'll not be trapped for long, Vince. Got her fucking crazy. Walk away. Open the door, pop a bottle, throw the rest in the fridge. Pain in my chest. Catch myself from falling with kitchen counter. Smoke everywhere. Can't breathe. Eyes burning. Beer falls to the floor. I'm right behind it. Paralyzed, I watch beer and blood mix on the tile. Blue lights flash in the smoke. Everything is quaking. Suffocating. Whispers. My vision is too blurry to make out the figure that walks through my living room. Can't scream. Garbled sound like a voice made of static. Coming from my bedroom. Blacking out. Force myself to inhale. Breathe. Smoke is gone. Lights are gone. Silence. Crawl into the corner. Nothing moving. Not the beer. the first casualty of this game. Florida classy.
Yeah.
Check
what is that? 5 or 6 deaths?
I think so. Nothing seems to be out of phase. Nothing seems to be out of place. Phone ringing. Tanya. Hello? Vince! Her voice pained. Tanya, what's happening? I love you. I want you to know that. Tanya, what the fuck is happening? Vince, you have to remember this. One of the 6 deadly... The phone is breaking up. Hunting. More static. Our world is one of them. Don't trust... Busy signal. Let's call her back. We're sorry, but you've reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again. Cops got better things to do than get killed. Leave the apartment. The lock is jammed. Alright, let's check the window. Open blinds. A wall of concrete behind the window pane. Can't open the door. Alright, we got no option left now. Busy signal. Leave apartment. I have a moment to see a necrotic hand before it digs its nails into my face and all goes black. Continue. Before regaining sight, I hear the rustle of wind outside. Eyelids open, vision unfocused. Blurry shapes coalesce into forms. I'm in a bar. Dark. Sitting at a table, alone. Gas lamps cast a dim emerald glow. Tendrils of smoke hanging in the air, undisturbed. Something shifts at the end of the bar. Unmoving, I watch a man emerge from the murk. Oh god, I don't think I could get my voice that low. Hello, he says in a deep voice. Who are you? I'm Shane. Unkempt black hair falls over sunken eyes, wearing a biker jacket. What's going on? So, yeah. I'm not really the guy to explain that to you. Pulls a key out of his pocket, puts it on the table. This'll get you going in the right direction. Take the key. Eyebrows raise. Okay? Hands in the air as he backs away from the table. I'll check up on you, he calls as he exits the bar. Stand up. Yep.
Checkpoint!
Saving. Actually, I'm just gonna... Let's do it like that. Yes, I'm doing an overwrite, thank you. The upholstery is... I never know how to pronounce that word.
Brocade.
Oh, it's brocade.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I believe. I could
sure
be
if
wrong.
It was a hard C or a soft C.
Right.
The upholstery is old, brocade. Wooden floors and walls. Dust coats every surface. Not much here except for a bottle of vintage bourbon labeled Quagmire's sitting on the bar in a wooden cabinet leaning against the back wall. Might as well. Rub dust off label. 95 proof. Swig it. Surprisingly mellow. Another swig. A third. I'm ready now. Let's open the cabinet. The cabinet's locked. Try the key Shane gave me. No dice. Drink bourbon. Daddy could use another round. Burns, but in that comforting way. Alright, since we can't open the cabinet, we have only one option. Starless night. Total silence except for the low rustle of wind. Heavy fog drifts through the street. A street lamp illuminates a building with a sign reading Apothecary in a weak, viridian glow. There's a chapel and a path leading to the woods that surround the town. The sign in front of the bar I just left reads The Moody...
Gree.
What? The Moody Gree, oldest dark bar in the south. Another building further away. Thank you. Sorry, don't run into too many umlauts.
Yes.
Alright. Another fork in the road, people. Do I go to the apothecary, the chapel, or take the path? Actually, we have 5 different choices this time.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, your fate is in my hands.
So I'll, while we're waiting here, mention that This area is where the most bugs happen, and it won't probably happen this time you're in this area, but you'll come back here a couple of times, and when that happens, that's where I believe it has something to do with there's just so many flags at where the story's at this part of the game where things just get real wonky.
Right.
Okay, so I see 4 votes right now, and they're all for different things.
I know, same.
If we get a 5th vote for the 5th option, that would be great.
That would be hilarious.
So, there's no progress.
I got a wheel app on my phone if they can't decide.
Also, compared to She Cried Against Strangling Hands, this game has a lot more music. And
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's in general more melodic too. I didn't want to just stick to like horror drones.
No, that works.
Ah, Nikki voted Apothecary, so we have
a
consensus.
That's 2 votes for the Apothecary. Garbage strewn everywhere. Broken glass on the floor. Empty except for some broken furniture and a gaping hole in the ground. Okay, well, I have to. Dirt and debris surrounds the 6-foot hole. Might be an old well. Kick a rock in. Long time before it hits ground. A street lamp illuminates a building with a sign reading Apothecary in a week. Okay, we've already read this. Alright, we're just gonna go through them one by one this time. So... let's take the chapel. Candles flicker, an eerie green light glimmering the walls. You feel like you're on a typo-negative album cover. The pews and tile floor are destroyed. Dirt and grime everywhere. Behind an altar, there is a fallen depiction of Jesus on the cross in pieces. There's an old purse amid the wreckage. Inside there are some prayer beads, a note, and an ornamental key. Might as well read the note first. Do not be afraid of what you are about to suffer. I tell you, the devil will put some of you in prison, and you will suffer. Let's take the key. Drop the purse on the ground. Let's get the hell out of the chapel. I'm gonna go back to the Moody Gree, actually. Strange place you find yourself in, a woman's voice. Spin around. No one's there. The Bible quote of the game.
Yeah, I always put a Bible quote somewhere in there, like a horrific Bible quote.
Wasn't that from Revelations, or am I crazy?
It very well could be. I can look it up while you're going here real quick.
Because I remembered something. I remember a quote similar to that, where it's just like, "And he will condemn you to prison and condemn you to death to test your mettle," or something like that.
Let me see if I can find it.
All right. In the meantime, I'm going to open the cabinet. Put the ornamental key into the keyhole and turn. A satisfying unlocking sound. Inside is a lantern and some oil. And while we're here... wait, fill the lantern with oil. Click the lighting mechanism. A vivid blue-green flame catches, bathing the bar in a turquoise light. Let's drink the bourbon. We ran out. We're out of bourbon.
Oh no.
Alright, stream's over, guys. I'm done.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me. I'm out.
Fuck it. Oh my god. I can't find it quickly. Oh!
Out of the corner of my eye, I see something big moving towards me from the forest path. Hide in the bushes. Rush off the street into the underbrush, trying to quiet my footsteps as they crunch dry leaves. Peer from the bushes, my heart pounding. A towering form, like material shadow, walks down the street. It moves in a jerking, unnatural fashion, its body mutated and unbalanced. Difficult to stare at. R.I.P. Quagmires.
Yeah.
Difficult to stare at. It seems both there and not there at the same time. Vanishes. Try to breathe as quietly as possible. Wait. Nothing happens. The street lamp... okay, we've already been here before. So there's nothing else to do now. Oh, wait. There's 2 more options. Let's go to the building. The roof over the decrepit building has caved in. It was once a home. Alright, let's enter the home. Door's locked. Alright, can't do that. Path it is. It's the only place left. Unfamiliar trees and undergrowth encroach on the path as I walk. Shadows dance among the branches from the turquoise light of the lantern. Noiselessness. A fork in the path. A sign reads Grotto with an arrow pointing left and Lighthouse with an arrow pointing to the right. Head saying Grotto, Sphincter saying Lighthouse.
Always follow the sphincter.
Alright, there we go. The path leads to a cliff. A large lighthouse shines a dull, viridian light out to sea. I can hear waves in the distance, but looking over the edge I see nothing. No horizon, no ground.
Little typo there. Should say can hear waves, not can hears. First time I've
It's
seen
cool.
that.
I can adjust.
Yeah. No, you've got this handled. I'm just not used to seeing a typo.
Alright, what's in the lighthouse? Filthy in here. Stairs creak as I walk up them, not convinced of their integrity. At the top of the stairs is a room with a beacon, a table with a cassette player and a cabinet. Play cassette. Discordant sounds. Vince! A woman's voice. Noises. Have you grown weary of the landscape yet? I'm waiting for you in another realm. The walls that keep out those that would do you great harm are thin here in Solos. I recommend you do not delay in leaving. A mechanical clicking sound. The tape stops. Alright, what's in the cabinet? Inside is a talisman in the shape of a 9-pointed star. A fetishistic design of an eye with a tongue extending from the pupil is carved into it. Cool! Alright, let's take it. I place the talisman in my pocket. There's a checkpoint. Overriding my save. Alright, let's get out of here. The path leads to a cliff. A large lighthouse shines a dull, viridian light out to sea. Let's go back to the crossroads. And yes, Vulture Mom, it's grotto time. Approaching the grotto, I hear a scream. An unnatural sound like static. Spin around. A colossal monstrosity, its body like material shadow, emerges from the woods behind me. It charges towards me, much faster than it would seem possible for this disfigured and asymmetrical body, its taloned hands extended. The path dead ends into a cliff face. Before it looms a massive obsidian obelisk. Alright, kids. Choose my fate.
I'm staying out of this one.
My vote goes for stabbing the thing, but I'm the one playing, so my vote doesn't count. At least not for this point.
I'm glad we have a second to enjoy the music here, too. Little things like the drums here. Oh.
Well, Ryan votes for stabbing. That's 2 votes for stabbing. Alright. That's good enough for me. Drop lantern. Hold out the knife as the horror falls upon me. Sickening crunch as the blade buries deep into its chest. Chitinous gore sprays me. It lets out a horrid shriek. By the way, I have never played this game. It retreats, the knife yanked out of my hands. Run to the obelisk, pulling out the talisman. The sound of the knife hitting the ground. Look over my shoulder, see the veins in its gaunt face. Okay, so we just succeeded in pissing this thing off. Alright, force the talisman into the cavity. My hand on the obelisk is screaming hot as it thrums, and then everything disappears. Gasping, drenched in sweat and blood, torrential rain floods a courtyard in front of me, falling in sheets off the roof above. Twisted trees rise out of the stone floor at odd angles. A black fence encircles the courtyard, and beyond that there is nothing at all. Behind me, a large oak door set into a wall. No other option here but to enter the door. A vast library, bookcases extending to the vaulted ceiling, an ominous chill in the air. A grey door with many Byzantine designs on the opposite wall. On the far side of the room, a woman lays on a couch, her hand resting on the brass handle of a phone. Rain hammers the panes of tall windows that look out into the black. "Vince Rain," she says. "How nice to finally meet you in person." Recognize her voice from the tape. Who are you? My name is Claire. She stands. Red cocktail dress, high cheekbones, raven hair, attitude. Nice to meet you too, Claire. What the hell's going on? You are in the Veiled Realms. Every once in a while, someone new falls in, and it's my job to make sure you make it home safely. Your job? How the fuck do I get out of here? Those that fall into the realms are trapped here until they find their fixation. It's different for everyone. It has something to do with the why you fell in here in the first place. Fell in. They say you found your way across when you had lost all hope. I think it has to do with loneliness. Those who are starved for love are easily led astray. Whatever the reason, you're here, and there's only one way out. But how do I find this fixation? Follow me. She strides through the oak door. Follow her, not outside, but onto a balcony, overlooking a large parlor carpeted in maroon velvet. A painting of a violet forest hangs on the wall. Into another room, dim, circular. Several obelisks are here, some smooth as glass like the one in the grotto, some damaged or broken. One, taller than the rest, radiates a deep vermilion, an aperture on its face. As I look upon it, a searing pain threatens to split my skull. Cover my face and the agony stops, leaving behind a dull ache. Claire seems not to notice. There is an oracle in Avantis that may help you, but I do not have a gateway there. My sister was trying to reconstruct one in Solas, but I believe she is in Rizal now. Points to the obelisk with an immense amethyst set into its face. So what exactly am I supposed to do? Place your hand on the obelisk and it will take you there. Rizal is extremely dangerous. The city is locked in perpetual war. Rumor has it that she was in the derelict bunkers outside the city. Okay, then what? Adrian knows the back channels to return here. And from here, we can go to Solas. Points at an obelisk with an emerald set into it. Wait a second. Am I going into this extremely dangerous place alone? Smiles. I cannot be seen by those that lurk in Rizal's shadows. I'll explain more another time. Turns in place, walks to another obelisk, places her hand on it. Her form is like captured smoke writhing before it fades into nothing. War-torn hellscape or wherever the fuck Claire went? Good question. What the hell? War-torn hellscape.
I like it.
Gunshots. City streets. Buildings look like they've been bombed, exposed rebar, collapsed pavement. Snow and ash fall, illuminated by the violet glow of the remaining streetlight. Before me a stack of bodies, many mutilated beyond recognition. An inhuman cry echoes from not far away. More gunshots. Kid! A hand on my shoulder. Turn around to see a man breathing heavy, carrying a rifle. Takes a moment to recognize him. Shane? Yeah, good to see you. What are you doing here? Claire told me you'd be coming. We need to get off the street. Run down an alleyway and into a building with a sign that reads Packages and Shipping. Locks the door behind us. Welcome to Rizal, he laughs. What's going on out there? Stable real estate is hard to come by in the realms. This is once a refuge for humankind, but not only the certifiably insane stick around this shit show. Claire said something about looking for her sister in a derelict bunker outside of town. Dust drifts off the shelves as a concussive boom rattles through the building. Best not hang around here any longer than you have to. I can get you to the city limits, but from there you're on your own. Here, put this on. Pulls a black military coat out of a closet. Take this too. Holds out a hatchet. Alright, well at least we're armed. And I gotta save again.
If you'll do me a favor and save this to a separate location, this is one of the first points where things can get a little wonky, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
so I'll
in case.
save this as a separate file. Got it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Nope, no worries. Amazon and Rizal.
Amazon and Rizal, oh my god.
Yes, it has fallen prey to an eldritch abomination only known as Bezos.
I love the idea that even in, like, an apocalyptic world, like, no one's quite put Amazon out of business.
Exactly. Well, who do you think's been supplying both sides of the conflict with weapons? I mean, come on.
Right.
Keep quiet, stay close, don't fuck around. Opens the door, running hunched over. Into a street, moving from cover to cover, ducking behind abandoned cars or piles of concrete. Following. Hard to keep up. Explosion in the distance. Screaming. Silenced. Spot movement on the other side of the road. Gone before he could get a good look. Chains ahead. Too far to speak to. Not sure if I was real, if I was seeing things. Alright, well... The minute you reveal yourself is the minute you get shot, so I'm gonna just stay silent and keep moving. Try to catch up to Shane. Heavy footsteps in rapid succession behind me. Spin to see something large and deformed bounding towards me. Eyeless, hairless, tumored. It runs on its knuckles, hiding long red nails. The ear-splitting report of a rifle. The grotesque skull explodes, innards painting the snow blue and black. Shane runs to me. We gotta keep moving. I'm sure all of its friends heard that. Moves into the shadows, taking care to quiet his steps. Unnerved. Sense that we're being followed again, but cannot see anything this time. Shane ducks into a destroyed building. I follow. They're tailing us on the roofs. We need to make it into the metro, 3 blocks ahead on the other side of the street. Nod. Back on the street. Look up. Can't see anything. Commotion ahead. What was that? A voice calls out. Shane falls prone behind some rubble 30 feet ahead. Exposed, I hide behind an overturned car. Something's over there, Roy! The voice calls out. Gun cocking. The beam of a flashlight crosses past the car. Footsteps approaching. Look at Shane. He runs his thumb across the length of his neck. The man steps in front of the car. Okay, this seems like a pivotal moment here. Don't shoot or hatchet the guy.
Choices.
I leave it in your hands again.
While we're waiting for the chat to make a decision on this one, I'd like to ask you your opinion of this one so far as compared to She Cried.
It's definitely faster paced.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm definitely into it at this point.
It's a little bit more of an interactive story. It sort of shifts between more linear stuff and stuff that's more open world, more like She Cried. I tried to have like a mixture of the two.
Yeah, because She Cried was, I will admit, it was intriguing, but it was a slow burn. This is just like, yeah, you're on the ground at this point. We have 1 vote for attack. That's 2 votes for hatchet.
Pretty sure, like, this, anytime you ask Autumn what she wants to do, it's gonna be like, kill!
Apparently.
Stab it in the fucking eye.
See if anybody else pipes in. If not, we're going with hatchet. I'll give it 10 more seconds.
Okay.
I would vote, but I've seen things. Alright, hatchet time. Gun leveled at me. Swing the hatchet, hacking both of his wrists. Gun hits the snow, blood fountaining from the wounds, screaming. Run. Look over my shoulder to see 3 of the misshapen beasts drop from the side of a building onto him, dragging him to the ground, then consuming him. Shane runs down the entrance to the subway. Quiet except for our footsteps. Shane drops from the platform onto the tracks, flashlight on. Can't catch my breath. Running. Stop! Oh wait, sorry. Stop! Shane whispers. Freeze. Shit! Blood-curdling roar from above. Many-armed mass flails from the ceiling. The carapace of its gargantuan body crushing Shane and smothering the flashlight. Oh! Pour one out for Shane, folks.
Oh.
Alright, you know what? It's command decision. Fight or flight, I always pick flight. Pick fight, sorry. Chop through one of the legs, the mandible on the end biting into Shane's arm. Draw back and bury the hatchet between its many eyes. Another hellish scream from the monster, recoiling. Shane picks up the rifle and flashlight, empties the clip into the thing, stops moving, legs curling. Cannot hear, head excruciating. Shane's running again. Reach another platform. Shane looks around before climbing up. Can see that blood soaks his clothing. Thanks. Climb up behind him. Exit the subway. Quieter here. Snowfall increasing. Many buildings reduced to dust. Edge of the city. This is as far as I go, Shane says, wheezing as he grasps his ribs. Hands me a compass and the flashlight. North by northeast. Couple of miles. Good luck, Vince. Clutching his side, he ambles into an alleyway. Alone. Look upon the crumbling city, the unending snow, and the vast wilderness beyond. Right, north by northeast. Stinging cold. Should have accessorized with a scarf. The trees are menacing. Alien. Plowing through several feet of snow. Uneasy quiet. There's an intangible quality to this place. The way that objects blur at the edges. The way distant things fade when they should become sharper. Mind wanders. What if the bunker's not here? Probably walk right past it in this snow. I don't know what I'm looking for. Time passes. Pondering. Am I asleep? Is this all a dream? Or rather, the worst nightmare I've ever had? If it is, why bother finding the bunker at all? If I'm in my bed, if I even freeze to death out here, I'll wake up fine. Why take another step? Why bother with the press, I thought, if this is all they had to offer. Wait, sorry, I'm
Oh my god, I love the Hunter S. Thompson interjections.
Stop walking. Standing still. Why not just wait it out? Just hang out until I wake up. Well, for one thing, it's fucking frigid. Walk to one of the trees, chip some bark off with the hatchet. Strange veins run through the bark, gray sap dripping from where I cut it off. Could I have really dreamt all of this? DMT wasn't this strange, this convincing. This feels more real than life. Miserable and freezing to death. Been walking too long, must have missed it. Noticed something. Something rust-colored. A door in the snow. Run to it and knock the snow off the corroded walls around it. Open the door, step inside, close it behind me. Pitch black. Barracks, ruined cots, frozen bodies. Walk closer to them. Frostbite burned their skin to coal. Gray uniforms huddled together for warmth until the last. Further ahead, the floor is scorched. Bones and frostbitten body parts lay strewn about, frozen to the ground. A piece of atramentous metal carved into an angular, enigmatic shape lies in one of their blackened fingers. Yep, let's take the Enigma. Sickening crunch as the fingers break. A corpse hangs from a rafter. She's not a soldier, nor frostbitten. Wearing a wool overcoat, long blonde hair, she had once been beautiful. Disconcerting to look into her clear green eyes. Beside her on the table there's a substantial obsidian shard atop a note. On the far side of the room is an obelisk, adorned in strange runes similar to what I've seen before. Everyone wants to go to heaven, don't they? Me? I think I prefer some peace and quiet. As I touch the shard, I have an unsettling feeling, like nauseous trepidation. Alright, I think we're about to jump to another world here. But first, we're gonna save.
Nice.
My back against a wall. A long, narrow hallway extending in front of me. Fluorescent light. Air-conditioned. At the far end, a door. Alright, here we go. Small room, 6 doors, each labeled. Despera, Dysnomia, Eos, Nil, Ontega. Hey, I remember that name. Solos. Rotate each knob in turn. All locked except Nil. I walk into a similar room. 6 doors, all labeled the same way. Despera, Dysnomia, Eos, Nil, Ontega, and Solos. Check the door I just walked through. Locked as well. Walk through. Puppy. Walk through the door labeled Nil. Identical room. Despera, Dysnomia, Eos, Nil, Ontega, Solos. Perplexed. Remember. Try the key Shane gave me on doors. The key only fits in the Solos door keyhole. Walk through the door labeled Solos. Small room, housing an inopposite obelisk. Sitting in the booth of the Moody Gree, my eyes readjusting to the dim emerald glow. Appreciate the familiar humidity and warmth. still shaking off the cold. A note on the table in front of me. Vince, I'm sorry I cannot meet you in person. The noose around my neck is tightening. I can't be seen by anyone right now. I left you away to Avantis. Be very careful. They will try to find me through you. How's it going, Marlon? And I forgot the bourbon was empty. God damn it.
Yeah.
We'll take the lantern. Missed you, old buddy. Alright, let's leave the bar.
Oh, that was the second glitch. See how we tried leaving the bar, but you're still in the bar?
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. So something got a little wonky in there. So let's try leaving again.
Try leaving again.
Okay, it worked. Yeah. Sometimes it just starts doing weird shit like that.
Yep. A street lamp illuminates a building with the... Yeah, we've already seen this before.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I say we just check every place we've been so far, see if anything new popped up. Oh! This is new. Garbage strewn everywhere. Broken glass on the floor. Empty, except for some broken furniture and a gaping hole in the ground. A rope coiled on the floor.
Love a gaping hole.
It's going to the hole! There's a beam nearby I can tie the rope to. Let's head down. Can't bring the lantern. Deep breath, death grip, creep off edge. This is bullshit. Minutes pass as I climb. Pitch black except for the point of blue light far above. Feet touch soggy ground. Can't see. Feel around. Metal wall. Find a switch. Mining lights flicker on, casting a jade light on cramped cave walls. Before me towers a black obelisk, a gouge blemishing its perfect surface. Alright, let's put the shard in there. The moment the shard slides in, everything is black. Cold. Silent. Walk around, no echoes. Nothing at all. Now, who could you be? A voice in my head. Who are you? Forgive me, but you are in my home, and if you will not answer me politely, then I will take the answer from you, the abyssal voice says. Heart pounding. Okay, chat. Do I give him my name, or do I keep my mouth shut?
So now that I forgot to do a cheers for the second glitch of the game. So everybody, that's the second time we've seen a glitch. So to all the whole Scum family out there, thank you guys for rocking out with us this Wednesday. And cheers to this slightly buggy game.
I mean, so far we've only had 2, so we're doing okay.
Yeah, I feel like we're going good. But
yeah.
I would have liked to have...
just... I know, you would have liked a flawless run, but to be fair, the first one was just me being impatient.
But you can see how there's something going on in the coding that's deeper down than what I did that's just wonky about it. It's just... But what's interesting about it to me is, like, being naive, I would have thought that, which, by the way, we're waiting for you guys in chat. Do we say our name or do we say nothing?
Yes.
I would have thought naively that if there was some issue where it's like sort of you end up in the wrong location, it would be almost more like wrong warping in other games where you could end up anywhere. But what's interesting is it keeps you in the area. And within the code of the game, there's no reason that an area is defined in any sort of way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't keep everything in one area. Like, I would add things and subtract things as I'm going. So yeah, it's really interesting that it sort of... It keeps stuff kind of nearby. I've never seen like a where you warp from one part of the game to the other. It'll just do weird things like replay a paragraph twice, or that time when you left the bar and it just puts you back in the bar. Things like that. Really, the issue comes about if it puts you in a place that doesn't have a choice out of it. That would be the way of the game.
Yeah, if we got soft locked somehow.
Exactly. It's very possible. And so we've been through that area twice now, and I believe we'll go through on a third time. And if we don't see another glitch on the third time, that would be very surprising to me.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got one vote so far to say nothing.
Okay.
And that's all we got so far.
But might as well go for it.
Yep. Agony. It's as though a large worm is crawling through my brain. Fall to the featureless ground, writhing. Vince Rain. The pain vanishes. How curious. How curious indeed that of all people you would find your way to me. What do you mean? I've heard a lot about you. From someone who would love to see you again. Vince. Her voice. Tanya. Do not worry. I can assure you she is safe here with me. Sure. You're being lied to, Vince. Oh yeah? By who? Sound of a door opening behind me. Claire Mercier. It was she who broke into your apartment. It was she who drug you into the Veiled Realm. And now she's using you as a pawn in her schemes. Arms grab me. I can take you back with Tanya safely. Claire will never let you return home alive. Ripped backwards. Blinding white. Hold on.
All right. Checkpoint. We made it.
Save again. And I'm going to make this a separate thing.
Yes, I appreciate that. If from here we should be good until we get back to that area, and then maybe one more separate one at that point, and then we're good to go.
Cool. Alright. Thrown to the ground. Door slammed. Someone with long gray hair drops a heavy iron barricade into place. Boy, you are one lucky motherfucker. Helps me off the ground. My eyes adjust to the muted light. Who are you? I'm Saul Greer, the owner and operator of this fine establishment, Blackheart Slims. Waves his hand, indicating the incommodious space. A wooden bar runs the length of the room, lined with black, worn-out stools. The rest of the room is encroached upon by countless trinkets and ornaments hanging from the walls and draped over furniture. The best and only bar in Avantis. Now who are you? He asks. My name is Vince Rain. Well, hello there, Vince. Come sit down, I'll get you a drink. Been a while since I've had a customer. He walks behind the bar, pours 2 glasses of tequila. Sit, knock back the shot. Blech. Hopefully it was good tequila. I can't stand tequila.
Oh, you're not a tequila fan?
I am not.
Yeah, I guarantee you it was not good tequila.
Okay. You're welcome, by the way. His voice like gravel. I can't resist. Holy fuck, where was I? You were on the very edge of nowhere. When I heard you speaking, I couldn't believe my ears, and it's been such a long time since anyone tried to use that gateway. Never did work right. Good thing I decided to come into work today. Anyways, pretty sure you were about to get fucking despoiled by that interloper, he said, laughing. Interloper? That thing you were talking to? Several bagatelles shift on the bar, and I notice the room is not stable. I know it's Blackheart Slims, but I heard it as Blackheart's limbs. I don't know what you mean. Ah, so you're new around these parts. Allow me to elaborate. Think of the realms as sort of like a home away from home. Sure, the decoration's a little different, but this tequila still tastes like Mexican shit. Refills both glasses. Outside of here is nowhere. It's chaos out there, entropy. We used to pay it no mind till we discovered the intrusions. A vast malevolence dwells out there, undefined and incorporeal. His eyes glaze over. That thing that found you out there, that interloper, is trying to break in. It wants to fabricate itself from your actuality. Actuality? It wants to shove its slimy void cock down your throat and ass fuck your soul, then grow a new body for itself out of your fertilized remains. Oh. Anyways, what was it saying to you out there? Drink the tequila, pondering my response.
I couldn't help but, like, when you read that line, kind of hear it in the Hunter S. Thompson voice.
Ah, I missed an opportunity there. Fine, you know what, it wants to shove its slimy void cock down your throat and ass fuck your soul, then grow a new body for itself out of your fertilized remains. That better?
You're so good at that. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, technically I can... Yeah. Technically, what I was doing was kind of like older Hunter S. Thompson when he sort of lost his voice later in life.
Yeah, he got really
he sounded more like this later on.
Yeah, just all those cigarettes. He fucking was chain smoking his whole life. Rocked his already mumbly voice.
He was a man who expected no mercy and gave none. All right. He told me someone is betraying me. Lying to me, said it was her fault. I can't resist. Oh, you know, just a bunch of interloper void bullshit. Nah, I'm just gonna do.
I'll follow your
I'll
heart.
go with
Yeah.
I'll go with the more rational response.
I gave a lot of choices where, like, you could go with Vince as more of an asshole, or Vince just kind of like playing it more straight. You know.
Yeah. I usually go for balance in situations like that. Strokes his beard. Wouldn't pay too much mind for what it said. Those conniving scum fuckers love to play head games with you. Never heard of one telling the truth. Be careful though, it's got your number now, so keep your head low. My friend told me about an oracle in Levantis. Something about her being able to help me find my fixation. The queen outside. His eyes dart to the window. The queen outside? Yeah. Haggard, dead-looking cunt bitch she is. Can't find her unless she wants to be found. But then again, your friend probably knows how to find her. Whew, goddamn! Stares at me. Well, not really. It's been hard enough just finding you. I see. Drowns his shot. Follow me. Walks from behind the bar and out the unbarricaded door. As I step outside, I see the bar is not a building, but a houseboat. It's docked in a bay, moored to a tall rock barrier. Bituminous clouds hang over the riotous sea beyond. Saul points to an opening in the rocks. Through there leads to the Avantian colony. They live in tunnels below the sea, scattering dead bits of fish and other shit that falls to the seafloor. Weird assholes. They're generally unfriendly to humans and reek of piss. Never heard one of them eating something, though. They're fine with me docking up here so long as I pay them in exotic libations occasionally. His eyes wander, then snap to me. They have a temple thing down there. Voodoo shit. I've seen her there once before, talking to them in that creepy outsider language they speak. That's your best chance of being able to speak with her. Runs inside. Gets back and hands me a bottle. Give him this whiskey. Been too long since I got him all fucked up on scotch. Leaves me on the porch of the boat.
The Hunter S. Thompson rendition of that was just so fucking good.
My job is to whip these fuckers in a line. And to get paid. I want to have fun too. Right. Jump off the boat onto the slick rocks. Stabilize. Make my way to the opening. There's a staircase leading beneath the rock formation under the surface. Step down the slippery stairs. Orbs hang that cast a dull, blue light onto the cave walls. Indiscernible amount of time walking. The interloper's words repeating in my head. Claire will never let you return home alive. Reach a steel door. Locked, of course. A voice through an intercom, speaking a bizarre, clicking language. I come bearing Scotch whiskey, I say. The door opens. That line's got me into many a party. Standing in a large cave, blue light cutting through mist. Strange creatures move about. They look like crabs turned on end, except that their lower torso is legless and undulating. Instead of heads, they have a long extremity protruding from their necks, glowing yellow. About the size of teenagers, they go about their business, ignoring me.
Good luck with reading some of this shit that's coming here.
Oh god, this is gonna be hard. Okay. Can't you give me the booze, you fucker, finally? The voice is high-pitched and garbled sounding. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do that.
That's okay.
Come to think of it.
You've been doing an incredible job so far. I mean, I'm just so impressed by your ability to get through this. You read this much cleaner than I do.
Yeah. The voice is high-pitched and garbled sounding, turning to see one of the things behind me reaching for the bottle. Actually, if you give me like 2 seconds, my mouth is extremely dry. I'm just gonna get something to kind of,
Oh, absolutely.
lubricate myself.
Go ahead.
I'll be back.
Yeah, no. Sure, take your time.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself real quick.
So everybody in the chat, if you guys could join me in thanking OneEyedFreakBot. So when he gets back, he sees all of your comments. I'm going to type one right now and just say how appreciative I am personally that Mighty Pinto, aka OneEyedFreakBot, is doing this. It's just so much fun, and he's got the best voice for it. So I'm going to type something now. Would be great if we get some more comments, that way you can see our appreciation for him. He really is incredible. And it's great to have him as a part of the Scum family here, so.
Okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that. It's just like I could feel like frogs trying to crawl their way out of my throat at this point. So.
Oh my god, you've spent so much time doing these like grainy, deep voices. It's incredible.
Yeah. Alright. We're back in it, folks. Let me just bring up the chat again. There we go. Hold on a second, you nasty bastard. Who are you? I am Treble, the colony diplomat for human and boat with the good hard shit we love. Your English is great. Fuck you, Outlander fuck. I'm looking for the queen outside. Treble's yellow appendage flashes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can you just play that fuck you, Alex Stallion soundbite for me?
Yeah. Oh, I wish I could. I think it's this one.
Fuck you, Alex Stallions!
There we go. I don't know if you can hear that.
No, I can't. I have the stream muted.
Oh, yeah, that's, well, everybody
I'll hear
else
it in
got
the VOD later.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try my best here. Perverted human fuck's always trying to find something to stick it in. Bet you like the hard, dry, gray put. Oh, God, fuck. This is hard.
So
Bet
bad.
you like that dry, gray puss. Can't think about anything but sex. Give me the fucking booze and I'll point you in the direction right. When you speak, it's fucking painful, Treble. Yes, tell me about it! How do I find her? That's what I'm doing. This is fast. Alright, hand Treble's outstretched flipper to the bottle. Gesturing with its yellow face sack, it points to the different shanties around the cave. That's shop. Non-human drugs, though. That's food finders. They clean ocean floor. That way's the temple to the old gods, speaks to outsiders. Bet fucker like you, church never. Some bullshit shrine that way. Turns and slugs away into a corridor, a steel door slamming shut behind him. Okay, this whole thing is just taking on a really weird William S. Burroughs kind of turn.
Yes.
Like, are we in the fucking inner zone? Is that what this place is? Alright, we're gonna just try the shop. Little more than a wood table leaning against the wall. The Avantian guarding it waves a fin at the items on the table. A pack of cigarettes, a fish skeleton, and an enigmatic piece of black metal. His other fin holding a metal pole reminiscent of a cattle prod. How much? Gesturing for the enigma. Cling. And the smokes? Cling. Alright, I'm gonna go for the piece of metal. As I reach for the strange piece of metal, the shopkeeper strikes my hand with the pole, an electric shock shooting up my arm. Shit! Cling, it says, its appendage blinking reproachfully. Alright, well, since we have no cling, we can't fucking buy anything, so... And once I figure out what cling is, I'm gonna throw it all in that thing's stupid face. Alright, let's go to the window. Light from the cave shines through a massive window on the seafloor as it extends into the murky depths. Outside, an Avantian is picking up bits of debris and putting any good bits into a bag. Looking out the window is another Avantian, a remote control for a TV and its flippers. Hey, what's going on out there? That's Cole. We got a few guys out here now, doing a second pass. Food is scarce this time of year, so we want to make sure we didn't miss anything before we send them out further where it's more dangerous, it says. Its voice easy to understand. True, maybe their whole entire currency is just fabric softener. What's your name? Blake. Blake, your English is really good. Why aren't you the ambassador to the humans instead of Treble? Take a look out the window. Cole is picking up fish shit, and we're gonna eat that shit later. Upper management has utterly fucked this place. I used to eat motherfucking fish steaks on the reg. Now look at us. It's a wonder the colony hasn't collapsed and our species has gone extinct. Oh shit. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have any cash I could borrow? I want to buy some smokes. Yeah, I guess. Blake puts a wet piece of sponge in my hand. Lindsay over there should give you at least one for that. Let's go to the shop. Yeah. Can I buy cigarettes with this? Cling. Lindsay hands me a cigarette and a lighter. Light cigarette. Inhales sweet nicotine. Thanks. Cling. Alright, what do we got left? Let's see. I'm gonna go to the temple and then we'll do the bullshit shrine. Designs and hieroglyphs carved into the white rock with streaks of black flint. Reminds me of the cliff face in Solos. A door with no handle is set into the rock. Let's open the door. Unmovable. Alright, so we'll go back to this later. Let's go to the shrine. On the table, there's a sculpture of an old hag, and a candle rests before it. Let's light the candle. The candle burns with a vivid... Oh, God.
Coquelicot.
Coquelicot, thank you.
I fucked that word up on all 3 of my games when I first streamed these. I would say like coquelicot? Like, how do you say it? But it's coquelicot.
I will remember that.
It means orange.
Gotcha. Designs and... Oh, the door opened because we burned the candle. Okay, enter the corridor.
Yeah, a little throwback to She Cried Against Strangling Hands with the candles and the doors.
Yep. Well, you know what? At least there's no fucking bells, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna make this save number 4, make it a separate file. This isn't showing up on stream, is it, when I do the save window?
No.
Okay, good. Wasn't sure. Silent. Sitting at a table with a gray plaid tablecloth. In front of me, a porcelain teacup full of cold green tea. Recognize it. No walls, no floor, no ceiling. Nothingness. Sip the tea. Comforting the familiar taste of jasmine. Finish the cup. Gag. Something stuck in my throat. Choking. Beat my solar plexus. With a spurt of blood, I cough the blockage onto the table. It is a piece of black metal carved into an angular, enigmatic shape. As I stand, something slimy enclenches my wrist. Going somewhere. I know she's dead before I lay eyes on her. Her skin is mottled, gray and covered in lesions, her pupilless yellow eyes glowing in the gloom. I try to wrench my arm from her. Let go! Stumble as she releases me. Quiet, Rain. You are hunted by less hospitable outsiders than I. Her graveled voice jarring. Who are you? What are you? This is the 4th time that I have seen you, but this is only the 3rd time you have seen me. Does not move in her chair, a cadaverous stillness. Matted white hair hangs over filthy dress. I have brought you before the remembrance that chains you to the realms. Where is it? Her gangrenous finger points behind me. Turn to see an open door. I cannot follow you out there. Careful, one of the 6 is waiting for you. The rest of my apartment materialized around me. She's gone. Asthmatic breathing outside. The bloated flesh convulses, the wounds vivid violet and blue. The body dissected by 4 horizontal lacerations, one across her knees, one across her hips, one across her breasts, and one across her mouth. Barbed wire holds the sections of her body upright, wrapped around a wooden pole. Beyond, the emptiness of nowhere. Vince, come here! The head lolls to the side, lavender hair parting to expose Tanya's slack face, teeth clicking together out of time with her words. An almost impossible step. Hurry! Walk to Tanya. As I approach, her quaking body slows to a tremble. Vince, it's really important that you listen to me. Do not turn around. He's right behind you. Oh, this is one to leave to the chat.
Alright, so what do you guys think? Go ahead and post what we should do in the chat.
Yep. I hope this is not bogging down the stream, but I think it's more fun this way, every so often letting them decide.
Oh, I think so too. I think,
Yeah.
I think some of the reason that people aren't posting as much is just because this will be the third time I've done it on the channel, so I think a lot of the people who've seen it before don't want to spoil anything by voting one way or the other. But,
so like, because Bucky mentioned that too before, that he said he would vote, but he's seen things, so I guess he's seen this before.
Yeah. So, but that's
That
not a
makes
bad
sense.
thing. There's people here who haven't seen it before, so it's, just not as, a lot of people have already, so that's fine.
Gotcha. We got two votes for don't look and one for look.
So, yeah, I think that's good enough.
Yeah, that's good enough for me too. Alright, so we're not gonna look. We only have a moment left together. It's all the Queen can manage. Reach inside my pocket. Scan her shuddering body for a pocket. Find it. Inside is an envelope. I found it for you. Take it. Back away from me and into your apartment. Do not take your eyes off of me. Tanya, I'm sorry. Go, Vince! Step backwards. Almost there. Vince! Writhing, the barbed wire rips new gashes. Blood streams down her body. Step through the door frame. Did you ever love me? Oof.
Oof. Yeah, you have to decide this one for sure.
Yeah, I have to decide this one. Shit.
Who is Vince to you?
Ugh. Well, I'm not thinking as Vince, I'm thinking as myself, and I'm just gonna say yes. Yeah, I figured that's the way it was gonna go. You always were a terrible liar, Vince. The door closes and locks, the envelope in my trembling hands. Scrawled handwriting on a torn-out page. Today is the worst day of my life. I'm pregnant. I had set up an appointment with the doctor and everything was going fine, and then Daddy called me in the living room right before I went. You have anything to tell me? No, Daddy, I'm just going to the grocery store. Not another word, just beat me. Turned my face into a pulp. The doctor called him. After he was done, he said, "You know what God does to murderers? I didn't raise no whore who fucks any guy that'll take her, fucks them, and then kills their baby. I didn't raise no back alley slut." He spat in my face and then left me on the floor. I don't know what to do. I can't run away. He'll find me again, and they'll be really mad. My life is ruined. I wish this child would rot inside me. I want to stab it and tear it out. I hate it. I hate it more than I've ever hated anyone or anything. A drop of liquid splatters the page. It falls from my hand. A buzzing sound. My cell phone vibrates on the living room floor. Hello? Vince, it's Shane. Where are you? Look around. Somewhere deeply fucked. There's been a breach. The interloper hunting Claire has gotten through. We need to get to her. Can you meet me in Solos? I don't even know how to get there. You are already there. Turn around to see the Queen sitting at the table. Gestures at the door. It unlocks and drifts ajar. Never mind. Yes, I can meet you there. Careful. There may be other interlopers that have gotten through. Click. The Queen's lips curl into a gruesome smile. Harry, Claire doesn't have much time left before he finds her. Why are you helping me? She laughs, an asphyxiating sound. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, Vince. And disappears. Step through the door into a ruined patio. The familiar rustle of Solus's wind, the starless sky. The door locks behind me. Maneuver through the wreckage. I'm in front of the decrepit home. And we're back here again.
Yes. So hopefully no bugs. I'd also just like to point out that when Tonya asked, "Did you ever love me?" that the ladies in the chat all voted for honesty. Be honest, Fleabag, Autumn said. So good.
Alright, let's see. We're in front of the... I say we go back to the bar. Nah, there's nothing in the bar. Maybe the chapel this time. Oh, we already did this too.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we just walk to the decrepit... No, we can't do that. The path is the only place left. Phone's gone. Too dark to continue without a light. Hold on. Back to the bar. Is the lantern still in the cabinet? Yes. Good. Alright. Leave the bar. Let's walk the path. Oh, it did it again.
It did it again. Alright, so that's the third glitch. Real quick, guys. Let's do a quick cheers. If that's it, if we make it through this with only those 3 glitches, I'm happy. So cheers to all you guys out there. And yeah, thank you for being part of the Scum family.
Yep.
Thank you to you, Pinto, for doing this. This has been awesome so far.
No worries. This has been a blast, man.
Yeah.
Alright, so the only place left to go, really, is to walk down the path. At least I think so. Vince, good to see you. Shane, standing by the obelisk, waves to me. His rifle hangs from his shoulder. You too. Walk to him, shake hands. It's not working, he says, pressing his hand to the obelisk. Let me try. Wait! Knocks my hand away. What? Hold on to me, so if it pulls you through, I come with you. Claire may have coded it to only work for you. Grab his wrist. Checkpoint! You know what that means.
Yes. We should be good from here. After this save point, I think you're good to, you don't have to worry about it. Now that we've made it through that section, I think we're good.
Gotcha. Torrential rain falls into the courtyard and the twisted trees. Behind me, the large oak door set into the wall. I hope we're not too late, Shane says. Enter door. A narrow hallway extends away from us. Lanterns cast a yellowed light on the brocade wallpaper. On the right wall, there's a great jet door. On the other far wall, an oak door. Across from the jet door is another painting of the violet forest. Let's inspect the jet door. No doorknob. 4 strange holes blemish the otherwise smooth surface. No way to open it.
I'll point out right here real quick. So if you go back and play this game ever, this is how you would get the quote-unquote true ending of the game. So the enigmas that you find throughout the game, I think you've gotten 2? I think you've gotten 2? So there's a total of 4 hidden throughout the game.
Oh!
Yeah. And
gotcha.
A jet door, Mother, is not a jet door like on an airplane. Jet is a synonym for black.
Yeah. So the only way we would have been able to open that door is if we got the is if we got all 4 of those enigmas, I guess.
Yes, and so I think you tried to get the enigma in Avantis, but without spoiling too much, you have to have done some other things to be able to get the one there. So
okay.
Even though this game seems kind of straightforward, kind of pushing it forward, there's actually some choices you can make throughout it that let you go do kind of like side questy stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But it's super hard. Like, no one ever gets it on the first pass. I think Bucky took 10 times through before he found it, something like that. I don't know.
God.
Yeah, it was like, I tried to make the regular game kind of a little simpler than She Cried, but the true ending was way too difficult. But some people figured it out. Nikki finally got it.
Nikki's like, it drove me nuts trying to find that one fucking piece.
Yeah.
Alright, so now I don't feel so bad.
Ironically, you found the piece that Nikki had trouble with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't have enough cling to get that one in the in the inner zone, or whatever that place was.
Yeah.
Alright, the vast library. Rain hammers the soaring windows. Claire stands by a bookcase, a pile of books on the floor in front of her, an old tome in her hands. Vince, what's going on? Why have you brought someone with you? An interloper has gotten through, the one hunting you. A shadow flickers across her expression. Where's Adrian? Who is this? Look to Shane and back to Claire. Shane? Your friend? I never met this man before. Is this some kind of sick joke? Gestures to Shane, unresponsive. In fact, Claire says, her eyes narrowing, that is no man at all. Look to Shane, his face is slack, unblinking. Shane, what's wrong? Shane's arms droop, his mouth hanging open. Dead eyes. Claire drops the book and runs to the phone, lifting the receiver to her ear. Shane's body hangs as if from an invisible hook. Tabitha, Claire speaks. We are deceived by our sister. Alert Serpent House that the eyeless man is through. Another is soon to follow. Sets the phone down. Claire, what the fuck is going on? Step back, Vince. Pulls a derringer from her dress and levels it. 2 rounds to Shane's chest. Doesn't move, blood dripping down his shirt. His jaw moves like a marionette. Oh, God. Good evening, Claire. So nice to finally lay eyes on you. His voice unrecognizable. Abhorrent. Step away. Who are you? Claire yells, firing again. Shane's right eye erupts, blood and brain painting the floor behind him. His body remains rigid, unmoved by the bullets. I have longed to taste you, Sojourner. You will be a fitting mother for me. Claire drops the gun, grasps her throat, looks at me, eyes pleading. Run! Her voice choked. Black blood drips down her chin. Shane thrown to the floor, the door we entered through slams shut. Claire falls to her knees, clawing at her stomach. You will know thy name, mortal. The horrible voice speaks through Claire. You will scream thy name, betrayer. The immense teeth erupt from her neck to her groin. Time to go! In one movement, like a mouth snapping open, Claire's ripped in two, viscera pouring onto the floor in front of me. Claws reach out from her thrashing torso. They pull a slick alabaster body from the rupture. It seems to unfold, taller and taller as it stands on trembling legs, towering above me. Its eyeless face is crisscrossed by veins, its blood-red jaw covered in many mouths. Make it to the door. Locked. Oh boy. I don't know, I feel like taking the gun is actually the bad option here. You know, just to be on the safe side,
go ahead and save
I'm gonna overwrite my last save.
Because of the checkpoint system, you don't have to worry about it too much from this point.
I gotcha, but I just did it anyway.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Alright, let's go with the books. Slurping sounds as he feasts on her remains. Pick up the old tome Claire was reading. The center of the pages are hollowed out. The cavity contains a stone key. His bloodless face turns towards me, the skin viscous. Not one, but many voices speak, high-pitched and weak. What is this affliction? This craving? Let's use the stone key. I agonize. Let me nurture you. The floor shakes as he lunges toward me. Open the door, enter, spin to lock it. The weight of the behemoth collides with the door with a deafening crack, but the door holds. Search the room. Little more than a closet, the silvery walls covered in designs. On the table in front of me rests a note in an obsidian shard. Piercing scrape as the interloper claws at the door. Take obsidian shard and read the note. The shard scintillates a deep vermilion in my hand. A wave of nausea washes over me. It is all I can do not to vomit. Vince, pierce its body with the obelisk shard. Sorry I couldn't stay for the fun. Claire. I'm not in the library, but the parlor on the balcony overlooking the velvet carpeted room. Where are you? He roars, his many voices much deeper, muffled by the walls separating us. Right here, fucker! Splintered oak explodes into the room below me, his steps forth from the debris, turning to see me. You are more exquisite than I dreamt you to be. I cannot wait any longer. Waves his achromatic hand. The door shutting and locking behind me. Alright, jumping off the balcony. We're gonna Dark Souls this bitch. Run and kick off the railing, the shard in my hand like a knife. The moment in the air seems to slow down. The monstrosity cocking its head, its great claws wrap around me, slicing deep gauges into my arms. Let's stab the bitch. Bury the shard into his face. The clammy flesh splits around it, wet tissue drenching me. Vociferous shrieking. The shard glows crimson. The entirety of the creature turns insubstantial and I fall through the smoke and shadow, cracking many ribs as I hit the ground. Even you, my darling. And he is gone. Blinding torment. Blood draining onto the velvet carpet. Breath weakening. Faint. Shapes move, obscured by the fog of near unconsciousness. God damn it, you don't need hands to stem the bleeding. Just use your flipper thing to press down on the rag, a voice dulled by swollen eardrums. Don't tell Treble what to do, supremacist. I was just tasting the rag with my flipper to see if it had any bacteria. Shut the fuck up, you lazy waste of fish eggs, and help me keep this boy alive. Cling. Spasming pain as my body is lifted onto something softer than the floor. The steady beep of an electrocardiogram. Eyes open. Can make out an IV pump. Good morning, sunshine. Look to my left. Saul sits at the Blackheart Slim's bar, stroking his beard. Pours a shot of tequila and walks over to the gurney I'm on. Drink this, it'll make you feel better. He holds the glass to my lips. Unsure if thinning my blood is the move right now. How'd I get here? Claire asked me to help you after she would be gone. Told me the time to make an appearance. Didn't think I'd find you bleeding out, though. Had to run back to Avantis and get those shitheads to help me out. You know Claire? I did, and that bitch really owes me one how far I stuck my neck out for you. May her spirit rest in peace. Pours himself a shot and downs it, his face solemn. And betrayer? Locked in Syrinx. You sent him to a place worse than hell. He'd be better off dead, but as far as I can tell, those things are immortal. So what now? When you're ready, I'll take you to Eos, the gateway back home. Do we go back or do we stay?
You can go ahead and decide this one, I think.
Oh, I'm gonna decide this one?
Yes.
I'm ready to go. Simmer down. I'll decide when you're ready. You've been out for a few days and you're not gonna be ready to walk for a few more. And I sure as shit am not gonna fucking carry you there by myself. Fall back asleep. 2 weeks later. One for the road, to Claire. Clink glasses, drink tequila. Hands on the obelisk. The sound of waves crashing and seagulls. Saul and I stand on a field overlooking a coastline, beneath a monumental oak tree, many candles hanging from its branches. Breathe in the salty air, enjoying the sunlight for the first time since I came to the realms. A beautiful woman with long red hair walks towards us from a nearby cottage. Hello, my name is Tabitha, she says, her voice serene. Nice to meet you. I'm Vince Rain. Good to see you as well. Good to see you as well, Tabby, Saul says. Shake hands. As she lets go as though her visage flickers into something wretched and dead. In an instant, she's beautiful again. Hard to tell if I imagined it. I am damaged, she says, eyes fluttering. Neither I nor my late sisters could return to Earth without bringing their seed with us. Tabby stands sentinel here, guarding our only way back, Saul says, looking up at the massive tree. A wind blows through the tree and I hear the soft sound of bells ringing. Time to go, she says. Goodbye, Vince. The flames of the many candles flicker to life and the daylight fades away. Soon there is nothing but the tree, the candles, Saul, Tabitha, and I. Thank you, I say, as Saul and Tabitha vanish too. One by one, the candles go out. I will not be trapped for long, Vince. Wake up. Bedroom. Look at the clock. 12:07 p.m. Look at myself in the mirror. Scars across my arms. Splash warm water on my face. Shave. Dig through my closet. Black shirt, black jeans. Dark. Rain patters against the windows. On the kitchen table rests a leather-bound book with a note resting atop it. The dream is ending. It will not be many years before the coming storm. Within these pages lies the secret to returning once it begins. Take care, for they walk among you now. Malmstrom. Oh,
there we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that was a trip.
Yeah. That was something else. You got the Deathless achievement, so 0 deaths on that playthrough is quite impressive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. At some point I'll have to go through this again just to see if I can get the true ending. Sorry to all you folks, I didn't get it on stream.
Yeah, it's really hard. I don't think anybody did. The fact that you didn't die at all makes me violently angry, Nikki says. Oh my god.
Ryan said, I think that's the first time I've seen someone choose not to stay.
Yeah, that is the first time we've seen on stream someone choose not to stay.
So 3 bugs and 0 deaths.
Yeah, 3 bugs, 0 deaths. Humorously enough. Yeah, so what did you think?
I enjoyed the hell out of this, actually.
Yeah, it seemed like
I
maybe...
said, this one was way faster paced than compared to She Cried Against Strangling Hands. Like I said, that one was more of a slow burn.
Yeah, for sure. I think I've gotten a lot of feedback. I would say about 50% feedback on this game is something like, people are like, I liked how much more open and like more exploring you could do in She Cried and how hard it was.
Yeah.
And then other people were like, no, I like the pace. I like the characters. I liked the, there was more of a story to it. So it's funny I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. I hope it didn't seem like I was rushing through it though, because I was just trying to...
Oh no, not at all. I mean, I
Okay.
felt like you were keeping like the energy going. It was great to hear the way you read it. I'd just like to thank you again. You do such an incredible job reading these things. I mean, I wrote these words and I could not read them as well as you do. And all of the acting you do is great. And just the different voices and everything. Really, really wonderful.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need like a lozenge or 3 once I go to sleep.
Yeah, there was a lot of gravelly voices that you did on this one.
That's hard. Like, that's painful to do.
Yeah, but yes, you did a great job. And yeah, so I'll without spoiling too much, I'll say that the true ending can be gotten by finding all the enigmas, all 4 of the enigmas throughout the game, and then also when you reach that the point where Saul asks you if you want to go back, then you choose to stay, and that gives you a different ending.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And
I guess I, like Ryan said, I was the first to actually go back home instead of staying in the realm.
You are also the first that I've seen that shows to end your life in She Cried Against Strangling Hands. Spoilers if you haven't seen that stream yet. Versus the other way. Most people choose to carry the burden. So it's interesting that, or let me say it this way. I always worry that the choices are too easy ethically or morally. Like, obviously that's like the interesting choice of that game, and to me the did you ever love me is kind of the interesting choice of this game, where it's like, okay, do you lie to Tonya at that moment, or do you tell her the truth that hurts? So yeah really interesting. Or like it's interesting because there's no right or wrong answer really. It just kind of is a psychological thing. I
mean, the poor woman was being turned into a Cenobite. I had to pick yes.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Well, it's funny because both answers are both terrible, but also compassionate, right? Like, you can see it from both sides. So it's good to see that you the choices you pick. I mean, it's really fun to see which way you go with those types of things.
Yeah, but this definitely I can see has more replay value than She Cried.
Yes, exactly. I mean, once you've played She Cried, unless you haven't played it for a while and you forgot what things were bells and not, you basically have memorized how to get through the game. And then, aside from seeing the other ending, which is, like a few paragraphs of text, there really isn't as much replayability as there is in this one, so...
Yeah, but now I'm curious, because this is saying this is part 3, and She Cried was part 2. So what was part 1?
Dysnomia. So, there was so in that one screen in Nil, which is the sort of like the back rooms of this game, where you're in the hallways, it lists out places, and all of them are places that are actually named across the 3 games. So Dysnomia is a maze game. It was the first of the games that I did where you're in a maze in space. And it's fun. I would say you probably beat it in 30-40 minutes. It's shorter. It was sort of my test to see if this would even work. It's okay.
Ryan says it's confusing as hell.
Yeah, it's It's only one that, like, I suggest you would, like, have a pen and paper and write a map out. Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah, it's
okay.
I wouldn't say it's more difficult than She Cried, but it would be more difficult without a pen and paper. You'd want to...
Yeah, Ryan, I'm a shit cartographer, so I do terrible at that game.
Yeah, it's rough. It's also just not as interesting. I mean, it's good, but I think that She Cried and Scream Thy Name are both much more fun, interesting games to experience. So I usually have people play those two,
I can see that.
Yeah. And right now I'm working on the next Choose Your Own Adventure, which we'll do live on YouTube. It's going to be an audio version of something like this. And yeah, I'm excited to do that because as much as I like the text adventure format, I think it's best when it's being played by someone like you, where we get the actual audio and we get the music and the experience and everything all together. So that's what I plan to do, hopefully in the near future.
So that'll be part 4?
I think it's going to be the start to a new series. I think if I finish this, I will finish this story perhaps with another text adventure or something. I'm not saying it won't be in the same universe and canon. It probably will be, but it will be a different kind of story, and that's exciting. It will be more... more modern day, spending a little bit more time in, on Earth, a little less time in the Veiled Realm.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm working hard on that, and I'll hopefully... It's still got a while to go because I want to shoot the whole thing live of me reading it and add the music, and it's going to be a lot of steps before we get there, but I'm working on it every week. Basically, Friday is my day off, and I spend the day writing and trying to get it done. So I'm pretty far into the writing of it. It's pretty much almost done, so that's exciting. But anyways, I just wanted to say thank you again, my friend. This was really great, and it's just... You do such an incredible job, and everybody over here at the Scum family appreciates you for breathing life into this. So thank you very much.
No, this was a blast to do. So when you messaged me for like, yeah, you want to do another one of these? I'm like, fuck yes. Let's do it.
Well, I appreciate that. Bucky says it's great playing them in order to see the games evolve. And I do agree with that. The one problem with how I ask people to play them, to play She Cried or Scream Thy Name, and then the other one is like when you go back and play Dysnomia, it's kind of a letdown because it's just not as it's not bad, it's just it's not as I really like the music in it though, because unlike in this game where the music pieces are shorter and they loop, it's like a 10-minute piece of music
so it's just one long continuous piece of music
for most of the game. Yes.
Okay.
Because you're wandering through this maze, so I try to keep it so that it doesn't change too much and be too jarring or anything like that.
No worries. Yeah, that was the one thing I was worried about when I said I was rushing through it, because there were points where the music would just suddenly shift, and I'm like, oh wait, should I have just hung back for a few more seconds? Yeah,
that was a problem that I had, and some of the early feedback I got on the game, I had people be like, I kind of wish you'd let a little less music, but just so that you could actually hear it all. And that was sort of just my oversight as a creator, because there's some parts where I have a music cue that only lasts for like a page or two, and it's like you can get through that really quick. So it's a shame that you can't hear all of the music, but it is what it is. It's
exactly.
I did my best with that. The whole album is no longer on Spotify, Ryan. Actually, I took it off recently, and I did that because I wanted to focus everything that's on Spotify. I have a lot of Vulture Culture albums, and at this point I felt like, okay, some of the instrumental stuff I could take off, but I just posted a link to my Bandcamp page, which does have the soundtracks to this, She Cried Against Strangling Hands. You can buy the music individually, you can buy the whole discography and get like 35% off, or what I suggest is actually subscribing. It's like $3 a month. You can cancel whenever, and it has all of the music you can download for free, as well as a lot of bonus tracks and stuff like that no one else has heard. New music. before everybody else hears it, songs that are only uploaded to the cult subscription on Bandcamp. So that's a great thing to do if you want. And I do encourage people to cancel if they don't feel like spending the $3. I mean, it's no big deal. Everybody here is so supportive of the channel and Scum Night, so I don't, ever don't feel bad. It's what I want to impart on everybody. So anyways, if you haven't yet, if anybody has been a bad viewer and not subscribed to OneEyedFreakBot over on Twitch, please go do that right now. The link is in the description. And with that, my friend, I'll let you go. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you.
No worries. It's been a pleasure.
The pleasure's all mine. I hope you have a wonderful evening, okay?
You too. Take it easy.
All right, take care. Bye.
Later.
All right, and with that, guys, I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Wednesday. We'll have Emily back on the channel. We'll be playing some Mario Kart 64, everybody's favorite Emily. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next Wednesday at 9, okay? Thanks. Bye.